2. Powhatan's Daughter. Pocahontas, a well-featured but wanton young girl of the age of 11 or 12 years, get the boys forth with her into the marketplace, and make them wheel, falling on their hands, turning their heels upwards, whom she would follow, and wheel so herself, naked as she was, all before 't over. The harbour dawn. 400 years and more, or is it from the soundless shore of sleep that time recalls you to her love, there in a waking dream to merge your seed? With whom? Who is the woman with us in the dawn? Whose is the flesh our fate have moved upon? Insistently through sleep, a tide of voices, they meet you listening midway in your dream, the long tired sounds, fog-insulated noises, gongs in white surplices, beshrouded wails, far strum of foghorns, signals dispersed in veils, and then a truck will lumber past the wharves, as winch engines become throbbing on some deck, or a drunken stevedore's howl and thud below comes echoing away upward through dim snow, and if they take your sleep away sometimes, they give it back again soft sleeves of sound, attend the darkling harbour with pillowed bay, somewhere out there in blankness steam spills into steam and wanders washed away, flurried by keen fifings eddied, among distant chiming buoys adrift the sky, cool feathery fold suspends, distills, this wavering slumber slowly, immemorially the window, the half-covered chair, ask nothing but this sheaf of pallid air. And you beside me, blessed, now while sirens sing to us stealthily, weave us into day, serenely now before day claims our eyes, your cool arms murmurously about me lay, while myriad snowy hands are clustering at the panes. Your hands within my hands are deeds, my tongue upon your throat singing, arms close, eyes wide, undoubtful, dark, drink the dawn, a forest shudders in your hair. The window goes blonde slowly, frost away clears, from cyclopean towers across Manhattan waters, 2 3 bright window eyes a glitter disk, the sun released aloft with cold gulls hover, the fog leans one last moment on the sill, under the mistletoe of dreams a star, as though to join us at some distant hill, turns in the waking west and goes to sleep. Van Winkle. Streets spread past store and factory, sped by sunlight and her smile. Like memory, she is time's truant, she'll take you by the hand. Macadam gun grey as the tunny's built, leaps from far Rockaway to Golden Gate. Listen, the miles a hurdy-gurdy grinds, down gold arpeggios mile on winds. Times earlier when you hurried off to school, it is the same hour though a later day. You walked with Pizarro in a copybook, and Cortez rode up, reining tautly in, firmly as coffee grips with taste and away. There was Priscilla's cheek close in the wind, and Captain Smith all beard and certainty, and Rip Van Winkle bowing by the way, is the Sleepy Hollow friend and he, and Rip forgot the office hours, and he forgot the pay. Van Winkle sweeps a tenement, way down on Avenue A. The grind organ says, remember, remember the cinder pile at the end of the backyard, where we stoned the family of young garter snakes under, and the monoplanes we launched with paper wings and twisted rubber bands. Recall, recall the rapid tongues that fluttered from under the ash heap day after day, whenever your stick discovered some sunning inch of unsuspecting fibre, it flashed back at your thrust as clean as fire. And Rip was slowly made aware that he, Van Winkle, was not here, nor where. He woke and swore he'd seen Broadway, a Catskill daisy chain in May. So memory that strikes a rhyme out of a box, or splits a random smell of flowers through glass. Is it the whip stripped from the lilac tree one day in spring my father took to me? Or is it the sabbatical unconscious smile my mother almost brought me once from church, and once only as I recall? It flickered through the snow screen blindly, it forsook her at the doorway, it was gone. Before I had left the window, it did not return with the kiss in the hall. Macadam Gungray as the tunny's belt leaps from Far Rockaway to Golden Gate. Keep hold of that nickel for car change, Rip. Have you got your times? And hurry along, Van Winkle, it's getting late. The river, and past the din and slogans of the year, to those whose addresses are never near, but to have touched her, knowing her without name, nor the myths of her flowers. Stick your patent's name on a signboard, brower all over, going west, young man. Tintex, Japalac, certainty, Doveralls ads, and land sakes under the new playbill ripped in the guaranteed corner. See Bert Williams, what? Minstrels, when you steal a chicken, just save me the wing, for if it isn't, Erie, it ain't for miles around. Mazda, and the telegraphic night coming on Thomas I Ediford, and whistling down the tracks, a headlight rushing with the sound. Can you imagine while an express makes time like science, commerce, and the Holy Ghost? Radio roars in every home. We have the North Pole, Wall Street, and Virgin Birth, without stones or wires, or even running brooks connecting ears. And no more sermons, windows flashing roar, breathtaking as you like it, eh? So the 20th century, so whizzed the limited, roared by and left, three men still hungry on the tracks, ploddingly watching the tail lights wisen and converge, slip, ping, gimleted and neatly out of sight. The last bear shot drinking in the Dakotas loped under wires that span the mountain stream, keen instruments strung to a vast precision, bind town to town and dream to ticking dream. But some men take their liquor slow and count, while they'll confess no rosary nor clue. The river's minute by the far brooks here, under a world of whistles, wires and steam, caboose-like they go ruminating through Ohio, Indiana, blind baggage, to Cheyenne, tagging, maybe Kalamazoo. Time's rendings, time's blendings wake and strew, as final reckonings of fire and snow, strange bird wit like the elemental gist of unwalled winds they offer singing low, my old Kentucky home and Casey Jones. Some sunny day I heard a road gang chanting so, and afterwards who had a colt's eyes once said, Jesus, so I remember watermelon days and sped, high in a cloud of merriment recalled, and when my Aunt Sally Simpson smiled he drawled, it was almost Louisiana long ago. There's no place like Boonville, oh buddy, one said, excising a last burr from his vest, for early trouting, then peering in the can, but I kept on the tracks, possessed, resigned. He trod the fire down pensively and grinned, spreading dry shingles of a beard behind. My father's cannery works I used to see, rail squatters ranged in nomad raillery, the ancient men wifeless or run away, hobo trekkers that forever search an empire wilderness of frightened rails. Each seemed a child like me on a loose perch, holding to childhood like some termless play. John, Jake, or Charlie hopping the slow freight, Memphis to Tallahassee riding the roads, blind fists of nothing, Humpty Dumpty clods. Yet they touch something like a key perhaps, from pole to pole across the hills with states. They know a body under the wide rain, youngsters with eyes like fjords, old reprobates, with racetrack jargon dotting immensity. They lurk across her, knowing her yonder breast, snow-silvered, sumac-stained, or smoky blue, is past the valley sleepers south or west, as I have trod the rumorous midnights too, and past the circuit of a lamp's thin flame. O nights that brought me to her body bare, have dreamed beyond the print that bound her name, train sounding the long blizzards out I heard, wail into distances I knew were hers, papooses crying on the wind's long mane, screamed red-skinned dynasties that fled the brain, dead echoes, but I knew her body there, time like a serpent down her shoulder, dark, and space an eaglet's wing laid on her hair. Under the Ozarks domed by Iron Mountain, the old gods of the rain lie wrapped in pools, where eyeless fish curvet a sunken fountain, and redescend with corn from querulous crows. Such pilferings make up their timeless eatage, propitiate them for their timber torn, by iron, always the iron dealt cleavage. They doze now below axe and powder horn, and Pullman breakfasters glide glistening steel, from tunnel into field iron strides the dew, straddles the hill a dance of wheel on wheel. You have a half-hour's wait at Siskiyou, or stay the night and take the next train through. Southward near Cairo passing you can see the Ohio merging borne down Tennessee, and if it's summer and the sun's in dusk, maybe the breeze will lift the river's musk, as though the waters breathed that you might know Memphis Johnny, Steamboat Bill, Missouri Joe. Oh, lean from the window if the train slows down, as though you touched hands with some ancient clown. A little while gaze absently below, and hum Deep River with them while they go. Yes, turn again and sniff once more, look, see. O sheriff, brakeman, and authority, hitch up your pants and crunch another quid, for you to feed the river timelessly, and few evade full measure of their fate. Always we smile out eerily what we seem. I could believe he joked at heaven's gate, Dan Midland jolted from the cold break beam. Down, down, born pioneers in times despite, grimed tributaries to an ancient flow. They win no frontier by their wayward plight, but drift in stillness as from Jordan's brow. You will not hear it as this sea even stone is not more hushed by gravity, but slow, as loth to take more tribute sliding prone, like one whose eyes were buried long ago. The river spreading flows and spends your dream. What are you lost within this tideless spell? You are your father's father and the stream, a liquid theme at floating nigger swell, damp tonnage and alluvial march of days, nights turbid vascular with silted shale, and roots surrendered down of moraine clays. The Mississippi drinks the farthest dale, O quarrying passion under towed sunlight. The basalt surface drags a jungle grace, O crescent links barred in lengthening might. Patience, and you shall reach the hiding place, over De Soto's bones with frighted floors, from past the city storied of three thrones, down two more turns the Mississippi pours, and on till Ironsides up from salt lagoons, and flows within itself, heaps itself free. All fades but one thin skyline round ahead, no embrace opens but the stinging sea. The river lifts itself from its long bed, poised wholly on its dream a mustard glow, tortured with history its one will flow. The passion spreads in wide tongues choked and slow, meeting the gulf Hosanna's silent play below.